I'm Catalina Botero. I'm the Assistant Registrar of the Graduation and Evaluation Services at National University.
And hi, my name is Tiffany Delapaz, and I'm the Supervisor of Evaluation Services at National University. And we are excited to share with you some information about transfer credit. At NU, we offer a holistic approach to student support, well-being, and success. It's called Whole Human Education, and it means that we'll be by your side every step of the way, helping to break any barriers you may face in achieving your education. Through our Whole Human Education approach, we offer students 5 pillars of support to help make their educational goals and dreams become reality. The pillar we'll talk about today is financial, and more specifically, how transfer credit for courses you've completed at other institutions can be applied to your studies here at NU to help reduce the amount of time and cost of earning your degree. What is transfer credit? Let's start by defining what transfer credit is. Transfer credit is given to students towards their degree for previous courses they've completed at a different institution. Transfer credit can be granted depending on how similar their previous course material was, the final grade awarded, and the applicable policies of the receiving institution. At the undergraduate level, a review of transfer credit is required. It is not up to the student applicant to decide whether to apply for transfer credit. Transfer credit is determined during the official evaluation after you've submitted all transcripts from all regionally accredited institutions attended. At the graduate level, applying for transfer credit is optional. You must be accepted and officially evaluated into your program prior to applying for transfer credit. You must submit the official transcripts from the institution where you completed the courses. You may also be required to submit course descriptions and/or course syllabi. What are the requirements for receiving transfer credit? Certain factors influence our ability to accept your transfer credit: regional accreditation, grades, units, and time limitations. Let's briefly cover each one. To receive transfer credit, the institution you attended must be accredited by one of the 7 regional accrediting organizations listed here. If you are interested in checking your school's accreditation, the Council for Higher Education Accreditation and the Department of Education are good resources. However, it is not your responsibility to verify accreditation. The evaluations team will automatically verify accreditation prior to determining your transfer credit. Another requirement for receiving transfer credit from a different institution is an acceptable grade. At the undergraduate level, National University will only accept courses that were completed with a C- or better grade. At the graduate level, we'll only review courses that were passed with a B or better. The number of units awarded for a class is another important factor in determining credit equivalency. The number of semester or quarter units in a course corresponds to the number of hours of classroom instruction and outside preparation. A course worth 1.5 quarter units from a different institution cannot be deemed equivalent to a course worth 4.5 quarter units at National University, as there aren't enough units to grant equivalency. Lastly, while undergraduate credit can be considered for transfer credit, regardless of how long ago they were taken, graduate credits must be completed within 7 years of matriculation in order to be reviewed for transferability. And now that we have a basis for what transfer credit is, Catalina will cover how transfer credit will be awarded.
Thank you. So when evaluating transfer credit, there are several factors that influence how much credit can be granted. One is residency requirements, or the set number of units you need to complete at National University for your degree to be granted. For specifics on undergraduate residency requirements, please see our NU catalog. There are caps on upper division, physical education, vocational, and non-collegiate learning credits that need to be taken into consideration when determining transfer credit. On the graduate side, residency requirements vary by program. It's important to review your particular program's information. In addition, a graduate course used towards conferring another master's degree will not grant units, but may be used to waive content if allowed by the program. In these cases, you may be required to make up the unit with a different course. If the graduate course was not used in conferring another master's degree, then we'll review transferability for content and units. So what's the process to receive transfer credit? For undergraduate students, transfer credit is reviewed at the time of official evaluation, which will be completed once all your official transcripts have been submitted. At that time, an evaluator will review every external transcript and every course you've completed to ensure you receive accurate and complete transfer equivalencies. As mentioned before, your transfer credit will reduce the time it will take for you to complete your degree at National University. For graduate students, National University doesn't review transfer credit unless the student requests a review. A request can be made via a course waiver e-form on your student portal. An academic advisor can assist with this process as well. To process the course waiver, the transcript from the external institution must already be on file. We have some great resources for you to explore how credits from other colleges and universities may transfer to National University. A great resource on our transfer information page is the Articulation Agreements. It allows you to search for the institutions you have attended and the classes you previously completed to see how they would transfer to National University. All California community colleges are listed in this site, as well as many other schools that our past students have attended. We're adding new community colleges and four-year universities on a regular basis. For those of you in California who have completed an associate degree for transfer, or ADT, from a California community college within 12 months of enrolling at National University, we will waive all the general education requirements, except for the Upper Division General Education course. In addition, if you're enrolled in the corresponding degree, as seen on the list on the right side, we'll also waive the preparatory courses for your program. There's also an ADT scholarship that you may be eligible for. Please visit the provided links for more information. There are many opportunities to be granted credit based on your prior learning experience. While most are granted at the undergraduate level, there are also some opportunities at the graduate level. Examples include police officer training, military training, medical lab technician training, and more. For more information on prior learning credit, speak to an NU admissions advisor. There are many ways to receive transfer credit at NU, and we look forward to assisting you with any questions on how you can apply your previous learning to your degree here at NU. At National University, we're excited to support you, your education, and your career goals, the whole you. Contact us today.